Yes, we should be back now. We are back, correct? We should be. Can you hear me? Cool, we are back. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. Stars of we were back, baby. You need to stop that, sir. Hear me? There we go. No more stars for you. Stars for other people now. You're on the screen now. How do you feel? Okay, let me move you. There we go. A little better. God damn it, it's actually hitting you? Really? These hitboxes are redonkulous. Alright, a little higher over here then. There we go. Cannot believe your hitbox still hit that, even though you were so far away. Congratulations for starring in your favorite bird game. Alright. Huh? He disappeared. The thing I forgot. That's exactly what the doctor said, too. Why didn't Nageki know about that? It wasn't just a coincidence, was it? Am I forgetting something important about all this? I don't think I can dismiss him as a hallucination. Request-only books. The shelf. Looks like it. I see a lot of the same books as were in the headmaster's office. Chronology of Saint Pigeonations. This. Let's see. 2180. Founding of the school, same year. Ishijo Kitsugu inaugurated as headmaster. 2180, much more recent than I had thought. Only 8 years? I hadn't known either. Aside from that, it's all transfer student records and sports scores. Is there really a clue in here? Wait, Sakuya, look at this. 2183. Medical center shut down due to fire. Medical center? Does the school have something like that? I don't think so. Well, as unfortunate as it is, you two are the only one active getting the stars. Do you know what? There we go. Both of y'all go over there. I don't think so. There's no mention of it in the student guide. I suppose it was never reopened. Does it say anything else? Right here. Stream elements will let you go down. It'll let you go in time. Or at least unless, like, no. This is your get-along containment. Damage from the fire. The book presented us with a new mystery, as if to taunt our inability to hold all of the ones we already have. A new sort of mystery. 2183, medical center shut down due to fire. Freshman Fujishiro Nageki died in the basement where the fire started. Didn't I just hear that name? The exact same, but that's... Nageki died 5 years ago. And what is Nageki I'm meeting today? He didn't deny he was hallucination. Sakuya couldn't see him. Which means he's a ghost. Don't say such dreadful things. It's unscientific. To this test, but I can't read that. We're betting our lives on the search, you know. I don't have any occult rubbish brought into it. But I think he knew something. If he's the same bird, then he could be the key to solving this mystery. So you intend to rely on some invisible ghost? There are limits, Kawara. It's not my fault you fucking blind. I spent some time looking for him in the library, but I couldn't find him. He's always found me, rather than the other way around. I'll just have to wait for him to show up again. The blood-stained bird. Do you have an idea? I feel like I should. It's not something I'd encounter normally, but for some reason... Don't I know some birdie like that? Vague as always. We do have a time limit here. We must not fall behind. I know. If I remember what it is, I'll say right away. Maybe Yuya was still in there. Let's go ask him again. He did say he was there until he returned home. If anyone went in, he should have seen them, however. He said that he saw nothing out of the ordinary. If what's said is true, then he was lying. The powers of your scream has clearly been what, disentangled you. Which would mean that the doctor was lying, too. Very well. What's the matter? You don't like it that the doctor was lying? Salutations! How goes the investigation? Well, just who do you think I am? Yeah, unlike me, you're a very capable bird. Yuya, we wanted to ask you something. Oh? I'll answer anything that doesn't violate my privacy. So ask away. Did you really not see anything yesterday after school? I'm not sure what you mean. I thought the doctor and I already verified each other's innocence. No. You just painted both of you suspicious. We were in the infirmary the entire time. We talked to San earlier. He said that he saw a blood-stained stranger going into the infirmary yesterday. Did you see anything like that? Or perhaps, were you that bird? Nope, sorry. Could you be the blood-stained bird yourself? Yikes! No, as you can see, I'm not hurt anywhere at all. Besides, he said he saw this bird going into the infirmary. Going to the infirmary, not going into the infirmary, right? Suspicious! Yeah, he did. Anyway, I didn't see anything. There's not much more I can say. Right, Doctor? Yes, that's right. Oh, you two are fucking in cahoots. Any blind person can fucking see that shit. No one came yesterday. That's what every encounter with you must be like, isn't it, Shu? Nobody happy. I don't think we'll find anything more here, Sakuya. Yo, roasted. Let's move on. Indeed. Did those two really not see anything yesterday? If there had actually been some blood-stained stranger, then that would mean that Yuya and the doctor are hiding something. Welcome back, Imp. We are in the middle, roughly, of this ending. Hi, Ty. The heck is this? A murder mystery now. Before it was all about dating birds and having a fun time, but now it's murder. I, the main character music, have been murdered, and my body scattered across the classrooms. And now we're trying to figure out what's going on. Why are we dating birds? Why aren't we dating birds? 'Cause it's fun and hilarious. But secretly, it hasn't been fun and hilarious. It's been this the whole time. Where do we... The medical center seems like a good place to go now. Indeed. Where is it? That's the problem. I'd never heard of it before either. It sounds rather large. I wouldn't expect it to be hard to find. The record book says that the fire broke out in the basement, and if the building was burnt to the ground, it would have said so. It should still be there. Assuming it wasn't demolished. Are there any unused buildings on campus? Unused buildings? Oh yeah, that old hall. Old hall? That's what we used to call it. It's by the back gate, and it's not used for... What's wrong? Well, school hasn't even been around for 10 years. What reason does it have for having an old hall? Now that you mention it, it is kind of strange. Come, guide me there. This is it. Doesn't really look like a medical center. It's pretty much the same as the main building, yeah? Looks like the door is locked. Then we shall break it down. You're starting to sound like a delinquent, Sakuya. What? What did I say? Don't worry about it. Shit's getting good, y'all. Shit is getting good. And I know we have quite a ways left to this story. We'd probably be suspended for breaking in here. But this is an emergency. Plus the headmaster is dead, so really who's gonna suspend us? We don't have a choice. It's awfully dusty in here. It's been left unused for 5 years. It appears that they didn't leave much behind. Everything's empty. I wonder if they cleared everything out when they sealed the building. This hall looks pretty much the same as in the main building. It's almost as if they wanted to reuse some art assets or something. Bah, did we come here for nothing? Let's look around a little more. Look, this door still has a sign on it. I guess it was the reference room. I do not relish the prospect of wandering about this mausoleum of schoolrooms, but very well. It's even dustier in here. The shelves are marked with dates. Perhaps they once held medical records. There's nothing left now, though. And... Operation Hatoful. Huh? Among the row of dates, sure enough, there's a shelf labeled Operation Hatoful. Empty as well. Would have been asking too much to hope to find anything anyway. Operation Hatoful. I wonder what it is. Who knows? Me. I know what it is. But you will have to wait and see. Something put in place along with the human representative business, so no doubt it was nothing good. Is Operation Hatoful connected to this medical center? What if it's the source of the mysteries we're tangled in now? My head hurts. The only things left are... archaic medical letters. Medical journals, sorry. It's the encyclopedia. An odd place to keep one. Wait, look at the volume numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. So there's an extra 6, and they're missing volume 9. What? Does this unpleasant arrangement hold some meaning? I saw them like this in the library, too. A bunch of old encyclopedias? Yeah. Can I look at these for a bit? Do as you please. Thank you, Sakuya, for allowing me to do this while you stand there and watch me and not help, right? The ones in the library had the same binding. And into the place of Volume 9, there's an extra copy of Volume 6. Look, this copy of Volume 6 has a library sticker on it. Perhaps it came from the library then. Someone must have brought it in here when the medical center was still open. Probably switched it with Volume 9. An unpleasant piece of mischief, to be sure. Yeah. The other volumes all seem as they should. There probably isn't anything in the extra copy of Volume 9, but maybe we should go and see if it came from here. When we get back to the main building, let's go check the library. Provided it isn't a mere waste of time. We leave the reference room and continuing our investigation of the medical center. We've searched the entire first floor and have yet to find what we're after. The stairs into the basement? Apparently the fire that closed the building 5 years ago started in the basement, but we haven't found it yet. The elevator doesn't have a button for it either. There's an elevator? The piece of lore that we hadn't had the whole time. How do we get in? Perhaps we can't anymore. Huh? Look at that wall. The wall? Looks like a normal concrete wall to me. Don't you see it? Stupid peasant. What about it? Think back to the building's exterior on the second floor. There shouldn't be a wall here. It's small. There's a space behind it. It must have been sealed off after the fire. Now that he mentions it, this wall is slightly different color than the rest, which would make sense if it had been put in later. So the stairs are beyond here. It seems likely. Isn't this a bit much for cleanup of some fire? We probably wouldn't be able to break this down. If we can't get in there, I doubt we'll find anything more of use in here. At least we found the thing from the headmaster's documents again. Yeah, let's head back. What is that? Did you hear something? Yes. Someone else just broke in here. This could be bad. We're in a dead end with concrete all around us. We need to get somewhere with the window fast. Run! Yes. Stop! Ah, it's here! Well, wait! Calm down, Kawara. It's small. You appear again! Where have you been this entire route? So it is too small to be the Scarecrow. Ah, the bird with a knack of breaking in windows. He's back to break more windows. Aren't you from 2-2? I am the Crimson Fallen Angel, Agheel. I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door. He's famous around the school for being a nutcase. What is he doing in here? I think I'm going to have a headache. Texturous, I don't know what that means. Good for you, Kawara. He came all this way to give you a title. That's not good at all. I think trouble will come of it. I don't know why you came here, Agheel, but it's dangerous. We're supposed to be in the gym with everybody else, so come on, let's go back. I am not allowed rest. Not until I have fulfilled my duty. In accordance with the pact of old, I must seal you here now, Textoris Melodia Funeris, Undertaker. Undertaker? If that's it then, So the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now, Crimson Angel of Judica. Come! Oh no. Oh no. Oh god, we're fighting. He'll use Dark Void Shockwave. Oh, Ryota takes 24 damage. I forgot we fought him. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Deathbringer. This one, probably. He unleashes Blue Moon Slash. 78 damage. Cease this jack-acting, you wretched imbeciles. Sakuya attacks. Ryota takes 260 damage. Ryota returns to his senses. Agheel takes 295 damage. Agheel is shaken. Oh. Oh, okay. I get no more battle then, I guess. Huh? I am shocked, Kawara, to think that even you would go along with that farce. What? He disrupted my territory! I got carried away by Agheel before I even noticed, influencing the very reality of his surroundings of a frightful power indeed. You, Luzon! What did you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you might be our prime suspect. I came here to do but one thing. I must follow the demon spores. A whole new variety of what the heck are you talking about? Perhaps you could explain it in normal Japanese. Your dialect is somewhat opaque. I do not think it's just his dialect, Sakuya. The end is calling me. That is all. That is the cross I must bear. He stares off into space, as if gazing at something far away. Maybe that basically means that he's a thrill seeker. So you are a moth allured by a candle's light, Luzon? No, I am stained in crimson, clad in the night, unforgiven. My eternal blood seal calls me to purgatory! Ah, more crazy talk. Cool. It's not exactly a blood seal, that blood-stained chest is just the way Bleeding Heart's plumage looks. Oh. What is it, Kara? Blood-stained chest. Sakuya, do you think maybe the blood-stained stranger San saw was... Agheel, where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing? Battling minor demons of Baal and following the demon spores. Could you maybe rephrase that into something not that? Rufa, the tree of blight, called out to me. He's asking you to say it's using words we understand. Hallowed magician of white, your anger now. It is the power of the demon spores. I think it's the power of you, Agheel. Bah! I must compromise. I was in the place the ignorant may refer to as the infirmary. I knew it. I think we need to talk to you. Come! And so we left the medical center, Sakuya dragging Agheel behind him. Cuckoo! This one! This one is the bloodstained stranger Oko-san saw. That's that then. We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go into the infirmary? If I could, I would have. But only the chosen one can stop the demon spores. In other words, he didn't. Useless! The gate was sealed with the power of darkness. However... Oh, he means me! I went in. Explain this in terms known to the sane individuals, please. The Apostle of the Blue Sky. She also goes by Tosaka. Music. Music went into... What? Oh, we fucking got them. We fucking got those two. We got them good. Music was in the infirmary yesterday, after school. But the doctor and Yuya said no one came, and nothing happened. They're lying. 4th class. End. Fifth class. You are different from those peasants, Sakuya. You were chosen from the day you were born. You must remain conscious of this. Maybe you should have killed you. We'll just have to see. Can you fail this ending? I don't think you can. I think they made it impossible to fail it. Yes, Father. We are the chosen ones. It is our duty to guide the foolish common folk. Yes, Father. Look at them, crawling in the mud. There is no value in their lives. Were it not for our compassion, they would die as miserably as they lived. Yes, Father. Their very blood is tainted. Their world is not yours. You must never speak with them again. Do you understand? Yes, Father. To Japan? Yes. You will be staying there for some time. Arrangements have already been made for your education. Remember, you must such as to bring honor to our family, Sakuya. I think that was a bit of a translation error there, right there. Yes, Father. Also, Dr. Iwami is in residence at the institution you will be attending. He is a prestigious doctor. It would not be exaggerating to say that our current glory is thanks in part to him. Do not disrespect him. Yes, Father. Aghil saw music going into the infirmary yesterday, and then the door was locked. The doctor and Yuya must have seen her. What happened in here? In there. They must both be lying. Hey, what do you think about that, Sakuya? What about these baseless suspicions I may have had? How are you feeling about those now, huh? I don't know why I want to rub it in his face so badly, but I really do. I just want to rub it in his face that, you know, I was right, even though I'm technically dead, but me as Ryota was right. And he was wrong. Especially that. He was wrong. Yuya has been helping us all this time, and I don't want to suspect him, but he's clearly hiding the truth. Could Yuya be covering for the doctor? We don't know that for sure. The mongrel could be lying to cast doubt on Dr. Iwami. It's not impossible, but from what we've seen so far, its most likely conclusion is that they're working together. Sakuya, you were the one who said we needed to remove our biases. We need to solve this. I am aware. I want to go confront them now, but with only Aghil's testimony, our evidence is a little weak. They'll probably slip out of it again if we go now. They're both much more eloquent than I am, and they'll try to dodge the issue, which means we need to search the infirmary. Do you intend to go in without asking? Absolutely. Yeah. The more stealthily we do it, the better, right? If the doctor finds out, he'll come up with some way of stopping us for sure. Understood. I will go to the lab and keep them occupied while you search the infirmary. Thank you, Sakuya. A moment, gentlemen. Mr. Leon, I have something for you. Sorry for being late. I was somewhat delayed. Here, take this. And he gives you a gun. And you're like, what? I'm sorry, what? What are these? The first is... Oh! Thank you, Rotting Hole, for following. How are you doing today? The first is the massive key. It should open just about any of the simple locks in the school. And it is as bright and massive as its owner. Audrey, stop. How are you fucking earning those, like, so late? The other is a stun gun. Oh, he basically gave me a gun. That's great. If you need to protect yourself, use it. You will have more use for those than I, Koara. Hold on to them. Her gun. You mean a gun, Audrey. There it is. Right. Thank you, Mr. Leon. Maybe I should write in the notes before I go to the infirmary. Yes, write them down. Write them down good. The hour of judgment has come! You cannot use the Dark Tree's power here! Return to the void, Wallenstein! Well, he seems excited. Stream avatars drop one. Really? Interesting. It hasn't been doing that this whole time, which is very weird. I wonder what the doctor is doing. Oh, shit! Scared the shit out of me. Dr. Benda, thank you so much for the host and the raid! How are you doing? How was your stream? What did you play? Right now we are uncovering a murder mystery involving ourselves. Because we were murdered. While just, like, innocently trying to date birds. We just got murdered. It's crazy. Being slandered by Mr. Higure, as you can see. Please stop breaking school property, Mr. Higure. It's been dropping them this whole time? I'd never even noticed. I have returned from Judica to defeat you. As long as you live, calamitous sorcerer, the world will be wrapped in eternal despair. When he says things such as, with such conviction, I find myself believing them. Please, that isn't funny. Yes, yes, come on, Higure. Let's go back to the gym, okay? No, stop! Do not throw me out like some wretched doll. It's because you've been making out with birds. You're right, I'm just a little, I'm just a little preoccupied. I've been dating birds and also getting murdered, you know? I got a lot on my plate, okay? Oh, there we go. It finally acknowledged that you, followed. Oh, look, everybody danced around. That's so cute. I suspect he has suffered from megalomania since birth. Megalomania? Whatever do you mean? Delusions of grandeur. Skewing societal standards, he lives his life in the midst of some bizarre fantasy. Perhaps it is genetic. There would be no helping it then, would there? He is unusually active in the destruction of his surroundings, especially given his psyche. Internal prejudice is a terrible thing, I suppose. He is no doubt exerting to the limits of his capacity at all times. The most dangerous part is his inability to bring his surroundings into his fantasy. There you go, a little bit of... Oh my god, that is such a terrible pun, Audrey. That was so bad. Though it seems to be less effective than you. Mike, boo. And since, although I invited him to the school, I've yet to find a use for him. The whole thing has been nothing but a waste of time. Did you say something just now, Doctor? Dr. Benda, hi! He speaks! Welcome, Dr. Benda. How did your stream go? Nothing. Nothing at all. Excuse me. Oh, hello, Shirogane. What's going on? Where did Kawara go? He's investigating another area at the moment. Only Dr. Wami and Nanaki here now. Isn't Sakazaki here? I think he's walking around to calm his nerves again. Stream went well, I cried. At 3 Mega Man games? Did you play 3 in a row? Dang, Dr. Benda, look at you go. He's very brave to be out and about with that scarecrow on the loose. Interesting. Not brave, just imprudent. Stupid mongrel. Stop pretending to be a migratory and get back here so I can distract you. I wanted to occupy both of them if possible. But at least they don't realize that we suspect them yet. Just the doctor should be enough. Dr. Iwami, I came here to ask your opinion of something. My opinion? I fear will not be of much use to you there. My body has never required me to visit the infirmary. I have not had much occasions to talk to the doctor since moving here, but I can read his expression perfectly well all the same. It says, I'm not telling you anything. Where is Mr. Kawara? Did you have a falling out? He did seem to be suspecting me based on nothing but his own prejudice. A pity. The Robot Masters from 2 came back in 3 and they broke you. Oh no! I've never played a Mega Man game, so I have no idea what happens, but it sounds like he really went through it. I agree, sir. To doubt someone based immediately on one's own preconceptions is believerness, sir. It's nonsense. That's right. I must be perfectly logical in all things. You are renowned as one of the most intelligent birds in the world, Doctor. I do not think that you could be involved in such a grisly crime as this. It is an honor to be so praised by the heir to the Lebel family. Completely flat. Does he never speak with emotion? I hold a deep respect for you, Doctor. You may not be aware, but my father owes his life to your medicine. A few years ago, your work allowed the Lebel family to continue on to even greater glory. Is that so? I had not known. I'm afraid that I know very little of the fates of the drugs that I develop. The life of but one bird may not be significant to you, but we of the Lebel family will never forget. Ho ho ho! How wonderful! I take it your father is a figure of great respect? Of course. The family head must always be honored. It would seem that you hold your own biases even more dearly than Mr. Kawara holds his. Almost like the foundation of your very existence. I would rather like to see the expression on your face when that foundation collapses. God, he reminds me of Hojo. He really do. He really, really be that way, don't he? Locked. Has it been locked ever since the alarm this morning? The doctor went straight to the lab to begin the autopsy, and I think he's been with somebody else ever since. Let me see. Maybe that massive thing Mr. Leon gave me will do the trick. Yes! We're in. This room has always been a little creepy, but it's even worse in the dim light. I need to look for evidence that music was in here. Quickly! But where do I start? The longer I start poking around in the corners, the bigger the risk I'll get caught. I need to remember. I've been in here a lot. Every time I got sick. Where would the doctor hide something he didn't want anyone else to see? Didn't he forbid even his assistants from touching his desk? That's who he seems like. I couldn't shake the feeling like he felt like another character. Yes, he's like Hojo. It seems he keeps his drawers locked tight. You're up, massive thing! Inside are medical records. He's probably supposed to keep personal information locked up, though I've never really thought of him as the respectful type. There are only 1 or 2, 3, 4 files. The names are Kawara Ryota, Tosca Music, Fujishiro Nageki, and Shirogane Sakuya. Interesting. Only those 4, huh? I'm not surprised to see a file on me in here, but Music and Sakuya never had any reason to be in here, and Fujishiro Nageki. Looking closely, Nageki's folder says St. Pigeonician's Medical Center on the side, while the others do not. And the date is from 5 years ago. Did he take this from the medical center? Since it's here, he must know something about the fire back then. Are the other 3 records from physical exams? They're full of strange symbols and numbers. I'm not sure what they mean. Huh? Sakuya has a second piece of paper in it. It looks like some sort of memo or... Ah! A sudden blinding pain in the back of my head. I can't move. I fall unconscious. Ugh. Where am I? I feel dizzy. That's right, I was looking for evidence in the infirmary. The medical records are gone. Some birdie took them. I managed to get knocked out even with the stun gun Mr. Leon gave me. Damn it. I don't know who attacked me, but those records must have been important to get stolen away like that. Ugh, damn it. Why did I let myself be taken from behind like that? Well, that's a phrase. I had our records. Even with those, it would have been hard to prove anything. Whoever attacked me must be the criminal. They probably wouldn't leave anything, but maybe they missed a clue in here somewhere. Huh? I hadn't noticed earlier, but there's a card under the desk in the corner. I wouldn't have seen it if I wasn't on the floor. This is... Music student ID. Oh, there's blood on the corner. So it wasn't dropped here by accident before she was killed. It must have happened in here. Looks like my doubts about the doctor are confirmed. But for some reason, I still feel unsure. I almost feel like this is too good to be true. Like I'm being led along. If the doctor were behind it all, surely he could avoid casting so much doubt on himself. Just what is he after, anyway? But I'm not worried about who is doing and what and why. I'm worried about finding who did this to Music. This game is so creepy I might have nightmares. It's not even over. It's not even close to over. I need to talk with Sakuya. So, you think it would take a fair amount of time to cut a human up like this and distribute them into boxes, Doctor? Correct. Even if she were cut up last night and distributed this morning, it would involve a good deal of physical labor. Almost as if it required the work of 2 birds. Crazy. Sakuya! You again. Can we go to the maintenance room? We need to talk. Very well. Mr. Shirogane. Yes, Doctor? Just as an aside, it would be impossible for one such as myself, even with the knowledge and tools of a physician. Even so, I'm not a particularly healthy person. Not a healthy person? The doctor is slightly impaired down his right side, you know. He is. I never knew. I was injured long ago. My right wing never fully recovered, though it rarely poses problems in daily life. A human corpse is heavy. It seems like a bit much to go dragging around with one wing, don't you think? Yes, it's all true. It's even recorded in the faculty medical records. It is. I see. And why would you know that? Why would you know the medical records of someone that isn't you? I'll remember that. I tell Sakuya about what I found in the infirmary as we head to the maintenance office. Meaning, Fujishiro Nageki's records and the doctor has something to do with the medical center. I think so, yeah. I wonder about the other records too. Why you, me, and music all together? Could that really be a coincidence? Did you go there often after you moved here or anything? Not once. Interesting. Nobility knows no illness. That's not entirely true. A lot of nobles and royals were inbred, so they were very sick. Not so much now, but you know, back in the day. So, nobility knows no illness. That is completely false right there. I've never seen him sick, and he always seems pretty lively. I hadn't known about the doctor's injury. That doesn't mean he's not involved. Kind of a bad thing to find out now. In fact, it's kind of convenient that it only came up now. That we possibly have a reason. You should stream this game. There's no reason for him to stream it. He's gonna know what happened. It's not a surprise anymore. Bad? Because it's inconvenient to your theory? We must remain just. No harm can ever come from learning more than of the truth. I guess so. Maybe it's because he's not very active, or because he never leaves the infirmary. But I guess I never really had a chance to notice his disability. Again, very odd that it came up now, of all times. If he couldn't have done it alone, it makes it seem more likely that he was working together with Yuya. Blessed mongrel. No good can ever come of his presence. He merely confuses the issue. Salutations! Were you gossiping about me? Yuya! What a pickle! I guess I'm the topic of choice among the boys as well as the girls now. Not that I mind. You! Don't let it get to your head, mongrel. You aren't saying anything good about you. That's right, Yuya. From your point of view, we were subjecting you to vile slander and ill gossip. You're very frank, Ryota. Nothing wrong with that. I like that in a bird. What kind of slander? Perhaps you shouldn't say, lest my fragile heart shatter like a maiden's crystal glass dropped by an unkind lover. It should be obvious that we were talking about from our faces alone, but he's completely relaxed. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, Yuya. I doubt his heart is made of glass, though. You use tires, maybe. Something that is completely impervious to abuse. Your unsolicited presence saves us the trouble of looking for you. We demand answers from you. You lied. You met Totsuka in the infirmary yesterday. Did you kill her? So you doubt me. I'd love to see your evidence. We found her ID stained with blood. In the infirmary. You are duty-bound to answer. What did you see in the infirmary yesterday? And what did you do? Well, I can't tell you anything. Sorry. I can't say anything at all. Cease this foolishness. You know something, don't you? Do not attempt to dodge the... Oh, What lovely timing. It's back! Run, you two! Such terrible timing. Nobody likes a man who can't read the atmosphere, Mr. Scarecrow. Is this the time for jokes? Run! Go! Ryota seems to have left us in the dust. Maybe we should hurry up a little. Well, it doesn't look like it's noticed us. I guess it's not too keen on chasing people. Your idle flirtation sickens me. Filthy mongrel. Shh! Do you want it to hear us? How about this? I'll go first and lure Mr. Beanpole Man towards the cafeteria. You head for the maintenance room while it's distracted, okay? Hi, Big Papa! We are in the middle of a murder mystery about birds! You're gonna go pass out now? Aw, Mike, you're gonna miss the ending! I guess we'll just have to watch it later. You plan to act as a decoy? Don't think this will stop me from suspecting you. I'm sorry, it's late. Well, you should have been having coffee and energy drinks, you know, like me. How are you doing, Big Papa? How are you doing today? I know it's a completely different time zone for you because you're in Australia. I wasn't asking you to. I've been your ally until now, so why stop now? Our ally? Anyway, run for it as soon as we're out of sight. Adieu. Sakuya, you're okay. I was worried that maybe you got caught. Indeed. Why isn't Yuya with you? We never got him to answer anything. I do not know. He ran in the opposite direction. We don't have much time left. I think the only thing to do is get him to talk to us and then confront the doctor. He's been helping us this whole time. But I don't know if we could still consider him our ally. Our ally. Indeed. You've always been separated, right? I'm doing good, Big Papa. I've been doing a 12-hour stream, although OBS crashed just a little bit ago. But we were back up within like a minute or two. I hope your back feels better. What did you do to it? So you don't really know how he usually acts, or if he'd be likely to do something like this, or... How could I know? He and I live in different worlds. As my father said, I couldn't know. I am an only child, so I don't really understand siblings, but I think I know how you feel about him, Sakuya. Do not make me repeat myself. He and I have no connection. But I want to believe that. God, it just gets so loud sometimes. He is not my enemy. It looks like Sakuya isn't entirely sure what to think. Our prime suspects are the doctor who aided his family and his own half-brother. If I were given the same situation, I wouldn't be as calm as he is. We should write the notes and then go talk to the doctor. Go find out exactly what happened in the infirmary. We figured out a lot of things, but there's still a lot that remains a mystery. It's 6 p.m. We don't have much time. 4 more hours to go. Can we solve this and get out alive in only 4 hours? Alright, let's go, Huh? Sakuya? Your friend already left, young one. Why didn't you say so earlier? He's planning to confront the doctor alone. Oh no, air pockets in your back? I'm so sorry to hear that. Back issues can be like very tricky. I'm sorry to hear that. Father is of pure bloodline, and so his life is of the utmost value. By extension, the doctor who saved his life must also be valuable. I must not disrespect him. Because that is what Father told me. My brother, born of a lower father, is a worthless being. Though he looks noble, his veins flow with filthy, impure blood. I must not associate with such with those of low birth, because that is what Father told me. But I am no longer sure. What is blood? Why does it divide us so? Oh, hello again, Shirogane. Where's the doctor? He said he was going back to the infirmary. Maybe he forgot something there. Thank you. You're going right after him. Don't you want any tea? Well, be careful. He looked rather troubled. I hope he's all right. I don't give a shit what he's like. Doctor? Mr. Shirogane, you look quite fatigued. Would you care to rest for a little while? You... There he is. You are wrong, are you not, sir? Whatever could you mean? I wish to learn the truth. What did you and Sakazaki do? Which of you decided to kill Totsuka? That's not something to say without proof, Mr. Shirogane. But then, we have but little time left. Perhaps I shall explain things to you. I did not kill Miss Totsuka. This is the truth. Of course. How could I let myself be swayed by idle rumors? The doctor could not possibly carry out such an atrocity. Mr. Sakazaki did not kill her either. Oh no, your internet's dying. That's okay. Have a good night, Dr. Benda, and thank you again for the raid. We're getting to the bottom of this, guys. Which raises the question, who did? Sakazaki admitted that he was involved in the crime. He cannot possibly be... I merely said that he did not kill her. I did not say he wasn't involved. Of course, the same applies to myself. The two of you did not kill her, but were involved? But then, who did kill her? Oh dear me, this won't do. Talking to you makes me feel like I'm about to fall asleep. I suppose there are limits of a mere mongrel. What did he just say? Doctor, Could you be quiet for a minute, Mr. Shirogane? You bore me. You filthy, low-born mongrel. What are you saying, sir? I'm not like You did well. Thanks to you, Mr. Kawara has found almost everything he needs. Just one more push and he'll be done. Thank you, Mr. Shirogane. Bye, Dr. Benda. A glint of white steel. His left wing slowly traces an arc through the air. I'm dying. I'm dying. What did he say? Why was I left behind? I can't think. Huh? Sakazaki! Stop that, Issa. I told you not to touch my brother. Suddenly, Sakazaki Yuka blocks out the sun. Blood is spread across the floor. I am unhurt? Who's... Your wing? Such beautiful brotherly love, Mr. Sakazaki. You were the real hero all along, of course. I only promised that I wouldn't tell other people. Not that I wouldn't tell him himself. Or that I wouldn't kill him. And after all that work to steal the records from Mr. Kawara, too. Yeah, you've always been like this. A coward and villain to the core. Oh, such flattery. What are you doing, Doctor? Why? Why are you doing this? I told you, remember? You bore me. Now that you have helped Mr. Kawara as much as you can, I have no more use for you. Why should I put up with your babbling now that I'm done with you? I do not understand, sir. What did you and Sakazaki... This is exactly what I'm talking about. I have no responsibility to explain to you. Goodbye, Mr. Shirogane. No, don't move, Sakuya! Sakuya! Oh, Mr. Kawara. We were just discussing you. Yuya, standing over Sakuya, blood running down his body. The doctor standing next to them. There's no questions about what's happened. Doctor! So it was you all along? Was it? I wonder about that. Ho ho ho. Pull yourself together, Sakazaki! Say something! Don't worry, he won't die just yet. I'm sure you enjoy a confession or two, so ask him all you want. Wait, Doctor! Did he just yeet himself out the window? Fucking coward, come back here and fight! Oh shit, that's different. Oh, that's different. That's different. The Scarecrow! There you are, Labor 9. Indeed. I was waiting for you. Come, let us go. Labor 9? Is that Scarecrow's name? So he was working under the doctor this whole time. Just a little more, Mr. Kawara. Do you think you'll remember soon? Stop running away! You killed music! I will never forgive you! I'm glad you're so lively. That's good. I shall be waiting for you, deep beneath the surface. Chase me, Mr. Kawara. I reach out. I can't reach. The doctor and the Scarecrow are gone. Don't go chasing after the beanpole man on your own, Ryota. A good man keeps his cool, even in times like this. Don't speak. You're still bleeding. Don't worry. Who the hell do you think I am? I'll be fine. I know my limits better than anyone else. I won't die to a little scalpel. Getting whacked with a cleaver would have been bad, but there are plenty of bandages here. Sakuya, wait here. I'll go get Mr. Leon. Wait, Ryota! I have things to tell you. Can you wait long enough to hear my confession? Like the doctor said, there's no time to waste. So let me tell you everything I can. This might be our last chance. It's too late, Sakazaki. If you were involved, why didn't you tell us before? We had a deal. Of course, he broke it without a second thought. The doctor and I did not kill her. That is the truth. But then why did he... She died in this room. After school yesterday. That is also the truth. Then there was someone else. Music, stop. Pick it up like that. Stop it, stop it. Yes. Right as always, Sakuya. And that third person killed Music? Who was it? I'm sorry. I can't tell you that. I think you'll figure it out. I have to apologize to you. The doctor and I were the ones who cut her up. So you stuffed her in those boxes? It was the time. The doctor needed to be sure of when she would be found. He decided morning would give time for the most humans to gather. I suppose he probably thought putting her in the print boxes was funny too. The most humans? Why would... Looks like I've stayed on the fence to the very end. I didn't have to resolve to go either way. If only things had been a little different. You will understand in time, Audrey. All of you will understand in time. But you just can't figure it out. But I know the answer. I thought you said you'd be fine. Are you worried for me? I'm honored. Could you go outside for a bit, Ryota? We'll go back to the maintenance office afterwards. Just for a little bit. I want to talk to Sakuya alone. This kind of storytelling is beyond frustrating. It is incredible, Mr. Lipton! You can't just be given all the answers. You have to find them and you have to work for them. If I told you right away what everything was about, it'd be boring, would it not? You never know anything until you know everything. You have a new father now, Yuta. He has a beautiful mansion and he'll be moving there today. But your new father says he doesn't want your brother. He says that he can only feed you if you leave the egg behind. Mother is sad. He is her son too. I will go. I will throw my brother away, Mother. Give me the egg. The new father killed my father. I know he did. He killed him so he could take Mother from him. I waited until she laid a new egg. Until she laid an egg with new father's child inside. I hid him away in the mansion, and I switched them. So he will raise my brother as his own son. The new father hates me, but he will love my brother. He will give him nice food, nice clothes, and a nice bed. My brother will not know. No one will know but me. I hate the new father. I took the new egg, and I smashed it. Ooh, interesting, is that not? I've always thought that maybe I should have told you. The doctor did not lie. You were the same as me, Sakuya. We were never half-brothers. You are my real brother. Impossible! I am the heir of the LaBelle family. Father told me so. Everyone told me so. I was raised for no other purpose. I never told anyone that I'd switched the eggs. If Father found out now, he'd throw you away. I did it for you. No, maybe I didn't. Maybe I just did it to spite that man. I killed the child he had with Mother. That was the cross I had to bear. It was never your problem. God, the music is loud. There are ways to tell you, but I quite like how they went with the storyline, honestly. I like mysteries like that. That actually are mysteries. And that you actually have to think about it, because I don't like stories where you can immediately tell the answer in the very beginning. That's boring to me. I like something that makes it... that's an actual challenge to figure out. I was happy just to see you living in luxury. You... under what authority? None. You're right. I only ever listened to myself. But the doctor noticed. He must have realized. I guess I was doing what he said all along. I respect that, even if I'm not necessarily like that myself. I want to challenge Mr. Lipton. I want to figure out mysteries. Actual mysteries. Not like those crime shows when you're like halfway through and you're like, I know 100%. That's the end. That's the answer. I don't like that. It's boring. At least to me, anyway. Since I took your lineage. The fact that I killed the LaBelle, the other father's child, will never leave me. I've never been able to forget. If you're blamed for that child's death, you have to press on. It's getting very loud. You can't let it stop you. I always worried about whether I should tell you or not. And now it's too late. So... fool! To deny me my lineage now. I'm sorry, Sakuya. I should have told you long ago. I was never as sure of myself as you. If I'm not of the LaBelle line, what am I? I knew you'd ask that. Straightforward as always. Leave this place, Sakuya. And think about it. Long and hard. You have a lot more to worry about than just who your family is, after all. No, wait! Sakazaki! Stay with me! There's still much for you to tell me. It's been a long time since we've talked this much. I talked to you every day when you were still an egg. Pull yourself together, Yuya. You can't leave like this! You said a little scalpel like that couldn't kill you. I should apologize about that too. Remember the headmaster? That was a nerve toxin. You mean that scalpel had... Go on, Sakuya. Leave your liar brother and go. The doctor must have a way out of here. You are yourself. Never let anyone tie you down. Later, buddy. Yuya! Yuya! 5th class. End. Sixth class. Oh no, he's been poisoned. It's 6 p.m. I haven't had much of a sense of time passing since the dome appeared, but it's already evening. The atmosphere in the maintenance office is tense. The doctor said he'd be waiting deep beneath the surface. Does this building have a basement? How much more is there to the suffering? A decent amount, I think. Certainly not one that appears to be on the official plans. But maybe. Under the medical center. But that one's blocked off with concrete. It does not seem to me that the medical center is an entirely independent building. There may be a path from this building into the basement there. Is there any way you might have missed something? Missed something. Or forgotten something. Somewhere I forgot to look. Oh. That's right. The encyclopedia from the library in the medical center. And the chronology of the medical records. I'd like to talk to Nageki again. You've thought of something? Yes, I need to go check. Sakuya. He arrives alone. He hasn't spoken since what happened in the infirmary. I can't blame him. I know how he feels. Better to leave him alone. Oh! Nageki is talking to a ball of light. I know. I'm worried about it too. You're fading again. Where are you? Nageki! There you are. What is it? I found out a lot about the school. And about you. I see. I suppose you know who I am, then. Sort of, but there are things I need to ask you. That's why I'm here. The fire 5 years ago and the dome today. How are they related? Nageki must know something about the secrets the school holds. You aren't really here anymore, are you? That might be so. Or it might not. I saw in the school records. It says you died 5 years ago in an accident in the medical center. I had become aware of that. I stopped my own clock here. That's why I can never leave. You stopped your... In other words, at the very least, I took my life through my own will. I am almost sure of that. So you didn't die in the accident. He hangs his head in silence. Looks like he can't remember everything from before he died. I need a clue. There must be a basement under the medical center, and I need to get in there. Oh, that's right. The encyclopedia. The encyclopedia? You used to go to the medical center, right? Did you switch one of the encyclopedias from there with the one here? Why would... That's what I wanted to know. I guess I should just tell him. Look, you know the encyclopedias here are out of order. There are 2 copies of Volume 9 and no Volume 6. The medical center has the same encyclopedias? Yes, there are 2 copies of 6 in there and no 9. How disorderly. This was clearly done on purpose, guys. Yeah. Anyway, one of the copies of Volume 6 there has a library sticker on it. Someone must have taken it from there. From here. And switched the encyclopedias. That's the sound of you know something now. Mr. Kawara. Try reading this copy of Volume 9. Looking's worth 1,000 spoken words, I guess. Huh? This isn't right. It looks like just another book when it's closed, but... It's... a box? It's full of files. Some sort of documents. Ah, hidden in plain sight. They're all from 5 years ago. These must have been... What does it say? That one. Let's see. Ooh, music stopped. Operation Hatoful. This is talking about using carrier individuals as biological weapons. To fight humans? It has the same title as the file in the headmaster's office. But I never expected anything like this. Meaning, the school has been used for biological weapon development for at least 5 years. 2180. New strains of Sumeria influenza isolated. 2183. A new strain has been isolated from Fujishiro Nigeki. It is lethal to humans and has been called Sharon virus. Sharon virus. It has entered research at St. Pigeonations Medical Center. Sharon virus. Humans I met would always get very sick. Are you remembering something? Yes. I think so. I think I was the one who brought that book here. The bird with me in the medical center often did secret things in the reference room. I wanted to tell someone important what was happening at the center. What was it? My family? It must have been my family. That's right. I burned. I had to disappear. Why didn't I notice? Did I help you to see? Did I help your to see? He paces nervously in circles, rambling on to himself. If you realize something, it would help me to know what it is. I've remembered. Remembered what happened here 5 years ago. I can't remember my parents' faces. I lived in an orphanage with other birds my age since before I could remember. I never thought much of it at the time, but apparently every birdie there was a war orphan. But I did not resent the humans who had started the war. I did not care. I thought that living with other chicks and no parents was as natural as can be. One day, the endless routine was broken, and some humans broke into the orphanage. They had guns and kept shouting, "Free humanity! Free humanity!" I think that's what they said. They barricaded themselves into our house and killed us all one at a time. I was helpless. I could only hide in the corner and weep as my family was killed before my eyes. I do not know how much time had gone by since they came. When I looked around the silent room, they were all collapsed on the floor. Birds have come to save us. They had come and killed the evil humans. That is what I thought. But you have been granted a great power. You are one of the chosen few. I left the orphanage with my one remaining sibling, and we lived in an apartment. But I was weak, and I couldn't go to school or get a job. I was nothing but a burden. And then I received the invitation. We wish to welcome you with special treatment. How would you like to study at the world's foremost avian school? Jesus Christ. You'll provide anything you need. Anything at all. There's a hospital on school grounds. We will provide a room for you to live there. You shall receive all the care you require. I was living with my brother. I did not want to leave him. But if I continued to live with him, I would only hold him down. He was happy to hear that I would have a chance to improve my physical condition. And so, I enrolled in St. Pigeonations. I was still weak, and so I often stayed in my room. I had no friends, but I was not unhappy. The nurses and faculty were all very kind to me. And then, early, in my first summer vacation, the doctor made a proposal to me. This vacation is the perfect opportunity. Would you like to undergo intensive treatment? You will have to stay inside for some time, but by the end of summer, you should be as healthy as any other bird in the school. And so began a long summer in the underground facility. First, a routine of daily examinations and numerous medications. And then, the experiments began. The experiments to kill humans. A human would be brought to me. They would struggle and gasp. And then, with a last painful sigh, they would stop moving. I knew why I was brought here. Living in my body was a virus deadly to humans in a matter of minutes. My parents, whose faces I never knew, were killed by humans. Everyone else in the orphanage was killed by humans. And in return, I killed another human with each experiment, simply by standing in the same room as me, by breathing the same air as me. They would collapse. I couldn't stand it. I had no reason not to hate them, but watching them die in front of me shaved away at my heart little by little. And so I decided to end it all. I had only one wish. I wanted to disappear from this world without a trace. The Sharon virus. The deadly guest that made its home in my body. That is what they called it. No doubt they were searching for a way to destroy humanity with that virus. That was Operation Hatoful? Yes. And that's why I burned it all 5 years ago. There should have been nothing left, but I am not here. But maybe, just maybe, there's still something left somewhere. And I can feel him close by. Mr. Karawa, are you going to the basement? I do not have a choice. To find a way out of here alive, and to find out why they killed music, I need to ask the doctor. I see. That encyclopedia. What else is inside? Oh! A piece of paper, folded up along with the files. This is a map of the medical center. When I was there, I went in through the medical center, but it must connect to the main building somewhere near here. That looks like the gym. So those stairs are... I believe it is in the chemistry preparation room. Gasp. The researchers often went in there. The doctor is beneath the preparation room. Of course. It's always been that room, hasn't it? That's why he asked if we saw something. This is what he thought we would see. Crazy, huh? Yes, I think you will be seeing me again, and... Miss Tokusa as well. 7th class.